Guys and girls, welcome to SceneTV. I'm Markus. We have got an absolute comedy legend on the set with us today. We've got Jimeoin, who's in Adelaide for the 2017 Adelaide Fringe. We're in the last week of it. And we're going to find out about Jimeoin's show, Renonce Man, right now. Jimeoin, welcome to SceneTV.
Thank you very much, Markus.
And welcome back to Adelaide.
Yes.
You've been here quite a few times now.
Yeah, too many times too.
It's essentially another home.
Yes, yeah.
Tell us, why do you keep on coming back to the Adelaide Fringe?
For the money, really. That's a good enough reason.
That's good enough
when
reason.
I first came, it was only on every other year. So that's when did they every year start?
Oh, it's been every year for a good few years now. Yeah.
So yeah, probably sometime in the 90s when I first came here.
Yeah,
so it's very like Edinburgh, but better weather.
Yep, totally. I mean, look what we're getting at the moment. It's brilliant, isn't it?
But yeah, so I've been coming for quite a while. It's good. It's good to see other shows. You know, I hope the people of Adelaide are aware of what they've got on their doorstep. I'm sure they are. Mad March, as you call it.
Totally.
And
totally.
My daughter and I caught a little bit of contemporary dance this morning, didn't we?
In Rundle Mall?
In Rundle Mall. She asked me why they've been so creepy. So, you know, they do all that stony-faced, which is... it only ever comes up in Fringe, contemporary dance. You never really see it.
No, unless you're on Hindley Street at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Then, well, it gets a whole lot creepier then, Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll look out for that. But,
or don't.
I tried just to come to, like, you know, I suppose, like, when a shopping mall is just people buying stuff, it gets a bit shallow, and then it's nice to have some, like, a little bit of dance. And I try to lose myself in the dance, like oh yeah, that's sort of nice, just to have someone doing that in the mall. But it was just creepy, really. Like, you really need to...
In the wrong context.
Yeah. You know,
keep it in the
you
gardens.
think if you come a little bit closer, you know, I might hit you.
Yeah. I've got my young daughter with me. Back away. Back away. So how do you think the Adelaide Fringe stacks up to the other fringes of the world, the other festivals?
I mean, it's the second biggest, isn't it, apparently? Yeah, so, I mean, that's only two. They've got one in Grahamstown in South Africa.
Yeah, wow.
So I've been to that as well.
Yep.
Same thing again. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a funny thing, the Fringe, isn't it? It can be really out there in some ways. And then the main festival, that's really out there. In other ways, it's too highbrow.
The Adelaide Festival?
Yeah. Oh, all main festivals.
Okay.
You know, some of the stuff that's in main festivals, you know, it's just, you know, you just wouldn't go and see it. You just wouldn't be interested in seeing it. It's too far of its own, what's the expression? And then on the other extreme, the Fringe can be somewhat just as wacky, but yeah.
So tell us about your show, Renonce Man.
It just happens to be
Renonce Man.
Happens to be on this stage.
There's the advert there, which is playing at, where's the theatre?
Theatre Royalty.
From the 9th to
Royalty
the 19th
Theatre,
of
which
March.
I always thought was the Theatre Royale. I've been Googling Theatre Royale and not coming up.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get an Uber there and then not being able to figure out the address. So it's only now I've realised that that it's the Royalty Theatre.
So you actually haven't even been turning up to your own shows.
Yeah, I've been.
The audiences were great.
Royale.
Shame you weren't there.
Yeah, but no, I've been going to that theatre quite a while and loving it. It's a great space.
Yes,
actually, you know what? They got air conditioning this year for the first time.
Yeah,
in the past, when it's been like a really hot room, you know, it's just not a great environment to be laughing. If it's too hot, you can't laugh.
No, quite.
And people would do this. They'd sit and just do that the whole way through the show with programs or leaflets, and then when you get to a joke, they just go a bit quicker,
bit faster. Yeah,
that's how you know.
Not quite the reaction you want, really.
No, but at least it's a visual thing.
Yeah,
you don't want to be getting to the punchline and for people to just go, oh god.
Yeah, totally. It's like, oh, really? Next?
Yeah.
When does it finish? Yeah, quite. So, what is Renonce Man all about?
Just basically a title, really. Sometimes you have to come up with a title, but I thought that sort of summed up. Well, because it's that Leonardo da Vinci man of the Renaissance, there's another name for it as well. Someone else told me, but that proportional man. And a Renaissance man was someone who dabbled in everything. He understood astronomy, he was an architect, a philosopher. That was the Renaissance man, someone who sort of encapsulated all those things, whereas I'm the Renaissance man, just sort of like just a lot of nonsense, really.
Because your life isn't quite that balanced.
No.
A bit more
No, but
erratic.
I dabble, you know, I'm an artistic entrepreneur in the same way. I sort of like dabble in everything, really. But it's all nonsense, really.
Total
Pointless.
nonsense. Which is the whole idea of comedy, I guess, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Otherwise, it's, well, you know, something's not
some people think, what's your
in
show
sync.
about? Like, it's got to be like, have a, you know, like, but that's a lecture, I find, you know, we start on like that. If you do that to someone in the pub, they'd very quickly walk away from you. But, you know, I see it as like conversation within a pub where you sort of like drift from one subject to the next and never stay on anything too long.
And holding courts, where you got a gaggle of guys around you laughing and sharing the joke with you.
Yes.
Which is hopefully what you want out of the show, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'll be none the wiser at the end of it all.
Either way you get paid, it's fine.
Yeah, that's the main thing, you know.
So have you caught any other shows while you've been in Adelaide? Who do you rate?
I saw somebody, this is the worst thing about me. I saw somebody doing set list who was genuinely awful. Set list is a thing where they give you titles and you have to come up with a routine there and then.
Yep.
And they were awful, but they were fantastically awful. Like I've realised I don't like people overconfident. That can be irritating. Do you know when someone's too cocky on stage? That really annoys me. But they were fantastically bad at it. So yeah, Paul Foot would be well worth going to see. Carl Mark is also very good. Even just looking at this, Amos Gill, everybody knows him. He's from here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let me see. Who's Eddie Ift is here.
We've had some really big ones this year. It's been great.
Yeah. And you know, I've had the kids here. They saw Soap. Did you like Soap?
It was one inappropriate dance and Francis thought it was too inappropriate to watch.
There's a little bit of inappropriate dancing for and then but you know, the same 5-year-old went to the freak show and watched it like this.
And that was enjoyable?
No.
Yeah, no.
No. But you did like
She liked To Africa.
To Africa, which is outside the building here, across the road.
That's my favourite.
Yeah. Cool. You know what, Grace, come on set with us. Come over here.
Come over here.
No one knows who we're talking to.
Sorry.
Everybody, this is Grace, Jimeoin's daughter. Too bad if she was meant to be kept private. You know, I don't like the spotlight from my children. I've just like ruined that completely,
No,
haven't
we
I?
don't really care, do we?
You're fine. Say hi to everybody. Awesome. And are you enjoying your time in Adelaide?
Yes.
Yeah, great. What do you think? You know what? Let's review your dad's show. Because you saw it last night.
Yeah.
She introduced me, actually.
Let's pretend he's not here. What did you think of your dad's show?
It's funny. The jokes were so true.
Are you involved in any of the jokes?
Maybe one or two.
You get mentioned a few times, do you?
Yes. And he's so mean about my mum.
See, now the truth comes out, everybody.
That's funny,
this is
that
a
bit.
review that you will not get anywhere else. Okay, so out of 10, what would you give it?
9.5.
9.5.
Wow.
Where did I lose that half star? Slagging my mum off.
Because you're not giving her enough pocket money. That's why, Jimeoin.
Yeah,
no.
Dad.
Yeah, Dad. Yeah, Grace.
Okay, so Adelaide, what's your favourite places to hang out? Where can people find you?
Well, apart from the theatre, Royalty Theatre, not Theatre Royal. Where else have we been? We've been at the Garden.
The gardens. Like just on the street.
Just hanging on street corners.
Hanging around the gutters.
McDonald's. We've been. We found this beautiful restaurant in the morning called McDonald's. We have
Every morning.
every morning. We've had one of those burgers.
Hungry Jack's or McDonald's, either one.
Either one of those. And
Living the high life in Adelaide, aren't you? Totally.
But she wanted to go down and have the buffet breakfast, but you know.
Buffet. Yeah, we had that yesterday.
But that was like $20.
We had that yesterday.
And all you had was Cocoa Pops. You know, I'm going to buy you some Cocoa Pops.
Oh, honey, you need a fruit choc. That's what you need. Have you had fruit chocs before?
No.
Oh my gosh, there you go. Take them. You will try one of them now. They're chocolate and apricot. Amazing. If you like all this kind of food, you're going to adore the fruit chocs. These are heaven. Next level. Tell me how good that is.
How many?
Yeah. What would you give it? 1 out of 10. Oh, sorry, out of 10. Be good, because they're our sponsor and they're watching. No pressure.
And you got them for free. Bear that in mind.
She said 10 out of 10. Mentally, I got that.
You have to guess it. You have to guess it. You know, with the reviews coming up, she can't rush it. She can't rush the review.
No, you don't.
She has to take her time.
Don't rush a good thing ever. That's one little tip I can give you for the rest of your life. And you'll be like, I remember when Markus said, don't rush a good thing.
They're well packaged, I'll give them that much.
They are. There's a lot of extra packaging in there.
Fru, I thought you said flu.
No, not flu shocks. No,
Fru.
Fru. Have you never had one?
No.
You need to have one
frugal?
as well. You adore. So
Good,
now,
I'm looking for something to put my shingle.
So now your show is going until Sunday. Sunday
sorry.
is obviously the last day of the Adelaide Fringe, and we'll be playing up until then your show, Renonsense Man. And we will find Jimeoin at the Royalty Theatre.
Yeah, correct.
Which is, I can't think of the street.
Angus
Street. And your show, what time is it?
7:30.
7:30. Tickets are still available through
7:15.
No, 7:30.
7:30. He says 7:15 because he knows people are going to be late. That's
fashionably.
all. It's a trick that we all have to learn quite quickly. So tickets are available through fringetix.com.au. Please make sure you get some tickets. Come and see this amazing man show. I adore him. So does Grace. Grace has to, because it's kind of part of the package of father and daughter relationship. I'm not biased.
They're nice. They're nice. There's two in that one.
You got the good one. Did you like?
There's a freak.
Not too shabby.
That's like a binary star, isn't it?
Fruit Shocks are
Every
going
once
to
in a
love
while
you.
you get two.
This plug. We've been with Jimeoin and Grace. What an absolute pleasure. You've been watching SceneTV. Check out the show, and we'll see you again really soon for more. Bye.